Rod Temperton has been called pop music's invisible man because few knew his name. But his songs were mega hits in the 1970s and 80s. Along with big hair, wide lapels, and bell-bottoms, his music helped define the disco era. Temperton died of cancer last week in London, according to a statement from his publisher. He was 66. Temperton wrote such hits as Thriller, Rock With You, and Boogie Nights. But even disco had songs that were layered with great harmonies and robust horn parts. Temperton's ability to craft a song with funk and soul earned him comparisons to Stevie Wonder. Temperton grew up on the northeast coast of England. He said he went to sleep listening to Radio Luxembourg as child. After school he worked at a frozen fish factory. He taught himself how to play drums and keyboards. His professional career was launched when he answered an ad for a keyboard player in Melody Maker magazine. He not only got the job, but the songs he wrote for the band Heatwave were huge hits. For a time during the 1970s, you couldn't turn on the radio without hearing Boogie Nights, Groove Line, or Always and Forever. One of those listening was legendary producer Quincy Jones. At the time, Jones was orchestrating Michael Jackson's solo career. He first enlisted Temperton to write songs for Jackson's 1979 album, Off the Wall. Temperton once said he was shocked to get the call from Jones, a musician and band leader he revered. Temperton delivered 3 songs. Jones put all of them on Jackson's album, Off the Wall, Burn This Disco Out and Rock With You, which went to number 1. His song Thriller was originally called Starlight. In an interview for Thriller Remastered, Temperton said he always envisioned someone talking at the end of the song. Jones' wife, actress Peggy Lipton, suggested her friend, legendary horror star Vincent Price. Needless to say Temperton was, well, thrilled. The original plan was for Price to do whatever lines he wanted in the style of his movies. But the night before the recording session, Temperton said Jones was worried that might not work and suggested Temperton write something for Price to say. Temperton agreed even though he had little time. He said he frantically started to write some stuff. But because he'd already written the lyrics to Thriller and said he felt the theme of the song was so strong, the verses for Price came easily. It was, he said, just one of those lucky times it flowed out of me. Temperton was called modest and unassuming. He was also known as someone who was constantly working. His other credits include songs for George Benson, Donna Summer, and Anita Baker, to name a few. Temperton rarely gave interviews. His funeral was private. According to his publisher, his family is devastated and request total privacy at this, the saddest of sad times.